Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the stream. Yo, what's up Minsu? Welcome back. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Not much really is up with me. What's up with you though? Just waiting for this time to tick down. A minute 40 seconds. Oh, my headset mic was all the way up there. Almost. Oh, really? Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yo, Frank with the I am here. And the first come, first serve.
You control the placement of the pass within the target area with precise control over the passage.
Double that, double that. Run it back.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason.
Don't
where
you
the rookies
dare,
of
what do you
today
mean?
Hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions just ahead on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit.
I haven't played a Madden game. I could lose. I haven't played a Madden game in a while.
Preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time.
Don't be my
But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. It's a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Well, that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting. By any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
Dude came up out of nowhere and
now
just
we've
was
got
like,
a giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins.
Well,
we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Now Jones.
Look at that safety.
Turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is brought in at the 21. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Man open, here is Jones. He may go. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 70 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is good as they extend
Valley Boy, welcome in.
lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball
What a
out
Fortnite
to
skid
25
was.
as
What do you
Mickens
mean,
will
what
not
kind of
return
skid?
it. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing, Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
Oh, darn, I almost threw it
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions had 6 to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Now out come the Giants. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
What?
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first throw here for the backup Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack.
John Kaminsky in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On third down, Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker.
Whoa.
Into the hands of Khalif Raymond. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 48 yards. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is now an even 30.
Nice.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by
Whoa,
Harris.
look at that.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. John Kaminsky able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hooker. That escapes the sack. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. A time now for a look at the Lions draft class, CD. And they may have gotten some questions about where they pick guys, but really make no mistake, this class continues to help bolster that new identity in Detroit.
They are all fits for what they're building there in the Motor City. I think they drafted a lot of starters in this class. How about on offense? Running back Jameer Gibbs and tight end Sam Laporta, day 1 starters. On the other side of the ball, linebacker Jack Campbell and Brian Branch, a safety or nickelback. I think they're day 1 starters as well. And I do love the pick of Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round as a developing quarterback.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And how about this, a fake?
What the hell?
And this is
Where is she
incomplete.
going with
A
that?
huge gamble,
I
and
don't
it
know
does
what's going on.
not pay
Special square
off.
this whole time.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Where's she going with that, though?
Play action. Now Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, Hooker. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught at the 25. He's on his way. Touchdown. Denzel Mims. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Patterson,
in the
up
first
and good.
half.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Oops.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Taylor to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. A run between the tackles with Breida. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Yo, welcome
Okay,
back,
Coach,
Mitch.
thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out.
Man, 24 is pretty fun so far.
And try and put something together here in the second half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they've not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Come on. Hey.
Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. He's got right on the short throw. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Throwing on first down. Hooker, he's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake. Hooker, he's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have widened the gap now to 50 points.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Go get that field goal.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now it's Taylor. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go now.
On first down, here's Breida. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On second down, Taylor. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Taylor. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Josh Reynolds, 67 yards. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Through the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Taylor's throw taken in there by Crowder. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gano's kick is good. But this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and this is caught at the 20, inside the 10, and in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif Raymond, 64 yards, and the Lions continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives,
touchdowns.
You can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now out come the Giants. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Taylor will throw. Campbell making the catch. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Crowder's got it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. John Kaminsky make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. But, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. Still going inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Taylor. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at the 18.
And that's the game.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone.
Popcorn for everyone, huh? Oh, that was fun. I do have to get off. Alright, everyone. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Watch this on Twitch, leave a follow. Really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Later.